Welcome to Morning Manna. I'm Pastor James Lewis, and I'm so happy to be able to share with you this week. This week, we're going to dive into service. Now, you may have heard it said that if it weren't for people, then, well, fill in the blank. If it weren't for people, work would be great. If it weren't for people, church would be effortless. If it weren't for people, humble service would be easy. Sacrificial service is something many people admire, but may not truly desire to practice. Here, we are blessed to live in a community where sacrificial, selfless service is practiced daily. You see, we live just outside of the largest U.S. military base in terms of people. And as a 22-year veteran of the Army, I know all too well the sacrifice and service of our military service members make on a daily basis. And not just the service members themselves, but also their spouses and family members. So I would be remiss on this devotional about service to not stop and say a wholehearted thank you for the sacrifice and service that this special group of people do for our nation. And in contrast to this selfless service, our culture values self-service and self-interest. More and more, we see people of these cultural values seeping in to the church. And even while serving in the church and in ministry, we can often find ourselves disappointed and hurt by people and question whether the cost is actually worth it. Paul explains to the Philippian church that the evidence of true Christianity is found in humble service to each other. Philippians 2:3-4 says, Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of others. God calls his people to serve and love one another with humility. So, if you find yourself in one of those if it weren't for people scenarios, I encourage you to pause and look at your motivations. Humble ourselves and, as Paul exhorts, look to the interests of others. God bless you, and we'll see you tomorrow.